Despite living in the 21st century, with all its advances with prolonging life, such as with prevention of starvation and disease, many nations whose citizens are still struggling to stay alive. This video takes a look at the world's top 5 lowest countries in life expectancy and the unfortunate reasons why they've ended up on this list. Please note the facts stated are not intended to criticize these countries, but a list of problems that have shortened the lives of their people. In 5th place is Namibia, with life expectancy of only 51.6 years. Namibia is a large African country located on the northwest coast between Angola and South Africa. The first reason among many for Namibia's short life expectancy is HIV and AIDS. According to World Health Organization statistics, in 2014 alone, over 3,500 died of the disease, accounting for more than a quarter of the nation's deaths. Many of those dead were parents, leaving behind orphan children. Thankfully, free antiviral treatments became available in 2003, which has helped to gradually decrease deaths. However, over 20% of the population is still currently infected due to problems such as lack of sexual education. The majority of those contracting the disease between the ages of 15 and 24. The second reason may be the poor health of women and the babies during and after pregnancy. Namibian women tend to have at least 3 children, many of whom are born at health facilities as opposed to hospitals, increasing the risk of pregnancy complications, problems giving birth, and mortality. There are few resources for mothers as they try to provide for the babies, which can lead to poor health. As they grow, 1 in 4 children may likely suffer from malnutrition, which can stunt their growth and lessen their ability to fight disease. Many people in Namibia thus tend to die young, usually between the ages of 25 and 39. The majority die from illnesses such as AIDS, malaria, tuberculosis, but also from accidents, suicides, and murders. Finally, many suffer from poor sanitation and hygiene, which is at coverage of around only 31%. 1/3 of the Namibians have proper toilets, and caregivers often do not wash their hands, making it easy for illnesses to spread. In 4th place is Swaziland, with life expectancy of 51 years. Swaziland is a small country nestled north of South Africa and the border of Mozambique. One of the top reasons for citizens' short lifespans is HIV and AIDS, which in 2010 had infected over 27% of adults ages 15 to 49, which is the highest rates in the world. Yet the disease accounts for over half the deaths in children under 5. Many women contract the disease through rape, which according to a 2015 article by Al Jazeera Africa, happens to 1/3 of girls under 18. Risk-related HIV is in Swaziland, women under 24 are 3 times more likely to be infected than males. High prevalence of rape stems from Swaziland's patriarchal society, as women are seen as subordinate to men. There is also lack of sexual education among women and men to be wary about using condoms. Children themselves also poor, as around 2,000 infants die each year. Children often experience domestic abuse, physical and psychological, rate as high as 88%. The risk for abuse is increased by food insecurity and for children with disabilities. Much of it is acquired due to Tamil or family secrets, and carrying matters is seen as very private, causing cases to be underreported and endangering lives. One main factor that plays into all the others is how poverty is very widespread, as over 63% of the population is below the poverty line, and employment below 40%. This can lead to the lack of food security that causes many to die, can also increase the number born, as more women are pressured to have kids. They then are forced to have unprotected sex, which brings about HIV and AIDS. 3rd place is Afghanistan, life expectancy of 50.9 years. Afghanistan is located in Central Asia just above Pakistan. Obviously, the Afghan war against the Taliban, Al-Qaeda, and various other terrorist organizations has had a huge impact on life expectancy. The Afghan war began in 2001, and has since been responsible for the deaths of 31,000 civilians. Over 75% of these deaths attributed to the Taliban and other terrorists who used tactics such as suicide bombers, burning towns, starving residents. Outside of war, disease rates are high, especially respiratory infections like tuberculosis, which according to the World Health Organization accounted for over 20% of deaths for children under 5, and 20% of total deaths in the year 2012. The infections are mainly caused by high accumulations of dust and sand in people's lungs, that's in the unsafe country. Total deaths are also high as women between ages 15 and 49, with 25% chance of dying from complications. In addition, standards of living are still relatively low. Over 1/3 of the population has access to clean drinking water, and only half use improved sanitation facilities, further increasing the risk of every disease. About 20% of the population is unemployed, only no over half have received primary education, leaving the literacy rate way below 40%, which represents people from getting jobs and rising out of poverty. Having life was even worse than the Taliban rule, which the nation is still recovering from. Back then, Afghanistan had a far higher poverty rate, and its current 36%, access to clean drinking water was almost non-existent. If 70% of children died before their 5th birthday, half suffered from malnutrition. Even now, Taliban still control well-to large pockets of territory, and the numbers are on the rise. Second place belongs to Guinea Bissau, life expectancy of 50.2 years. Guinea Bissau is a small West African country located between Senegal and Guinea. Guinea Bissau's life expectancy problems begin with a poor economy which relies almost exclusively on agriculture, mostly in the form of cashews. Government is unstable and has devoted few resources going out of crops and modernizing industries. This has sent our GDP well into $2 billion, 75% of citizens living in poverty, increasing the risk of dying from starvation and disease. These problems are also likely to get worse as the cashew industry is starting to decline, as the population remains illiterate and uneducated. Some more money in citizens' pockets, there is also less food, as in rural areas over 90% of the population is food insecure. According to the BrokenProject.org, in 2015, 15,000 children reportedly suffered from malnutrition, making them more likely to die from illness or general starvation. In fact, the mortality rate for children under 5 was once over 22%, 2 to 25 every 1,000 births, even now, this has only been increased by half. Some of the most common deadly illnesses include hepatitis, cholera, AIDS, polio, tuberculosis, yellow fever, and malaria. Treatment for diseases is rare as poor economy means lack of access to adequate healthcare, including vaccines and treatments that exist for all of them. Sickness spreads easily due to a lack of good sanitation, such as access to clean water and low sexual education. As a result, malaria causes nearly 1/5 of the deaths to children under 5. Yellow fever vaccines required for all travelers in any country. There was a cholera epidemic in 2008. The worst country in terms of life expectancy is Chad at 49.8 years. Chad is a desert African country located between Nigeria and Sudan. Chad suffers from severe lack of resources such as water and farmland, while the resources it does have, such as uranium, oil, and gold, has been able to make use of. The Sahel region continues to suffer from drought. The country's largest water source, Lake Chad, is shrinking. Only 4% of the land is actually arable. Most of the jobs in the agricultural sector, such as livestock and cotton, and the shipping, mining, and drilling. All this makes the economy very poor, as over 60% of the population is in poverty. The citizens also endure inadequate healthcare and infrastructure. For example, according to SOS Children's Villages, there is only one doctor for every 38,000 people, and only 4% of residents have access to clean drinking water. Thus, not only are diseases they call it widespread, there is no one to treat them. Children are also at high risk for malnutrition, as about 40% under 5 suffer from stunted growth. Around 14% of children under 5 die, often from malaria, tuberculosis, and other diseases. All children can be recruited as soldiers, otherwise subjected to human trafficking, such as child labor and prostitution, placing them in life-threatening conditions. Over 600,000 orphans, as the parents passed away from diseases like AIDS, leave many to fend for themselves and rely on children's villages. The country also boasts about 300,000 Sudanese refugees, living in camps located in otherwise sparsely populated, poverty-stricken areas. Rations can be less than half what they typically are, as the nations are drying up, many camps are hard to reach. Some refugees strain what no resources the country has to use to keep its own citizens alive. As has been seen, lack of resources in a poor economy often tends to lead to a life expectancy among citizens. People need access to clean drinking water, doctors, nurses, nutritious food, and vaccines in order to survive. Disease seems to be the main killer, especially AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria, all of which have vaccines and medical treatments, making these deaths very preventable. Outside of disease, violence such as domestic abuse, political turmoil, and war and terror in Afghanistan threaten endanger citizens' lives. Who wants to help those living in these countries, they should consider donating to organizations such as the World Food Programme and FAID. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Check it next week, new top 5 geography video.